Good day, fellas. I hope you're ready for your daily dose of skill. And today we are going to play with a Russian classic T-62A. I know it is not the most popular tank nowadays. I am very well aware of that, and there is a reason why. Because this tank is simply outdated comparing it to, let's say, 140. In other words, 140 is better. But to be completely honest with you, I do not really think this vehicle is a pile of caco. I do not really think this tank is unplayable by any shape or any form, and I think this tank still have a teeth and this tank still can bite. That's what I think. Now, obviously, speaking about the combination of the things, like I mentioned before, 140 is making this tank obsolete in a way, right? And that's supposed to mean like 140 is pretty much able to do the things, but everything the same but a bit better, you know, extra gun depression, blah 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 blah, all this stuff. But it doesn't mean this tank is absolutely a pile of utter kaku, and it doesn't mean this tank is unplayable. It is truly completely fine nowadays, but considering the situation, it's just, I would not recommend for anyone to, let's say, if they have a choice between 140 and T-62A, I do not recommend for anyone to play with a T-62A. But we have another thing to say. This tank is extremely easy to get Mark of Excellence on. Since people are not playing with this vehicle, or let's say great players, they know this tank doesn't have anything extraordinary to offer. In other words, it's not that great. Expectation values for Mark of Excellence are extremely low. And by saying extremely low, I truly mean it. I mean, to mark this tank, I think you need like 3,500 or something, which is the expectation values of the tier 9 slash maybe even stronger tier 8s. So that's a positive aspect from all of this, don't you think so? Okay, so how we are starting this game? We are starting this game with 2 shots of damage. We successfully escaped, although we are losing by 69 hit points. Yeah, it's okay. I think we will survive. So, first things first, I want to take the red line over there. The main reason why so, because unfortunately, but we do not really have many other choices. So we need to play safe. And to be completely honest with you, it doesn't really change the fact we would play against the tier, let's say, if I would be 140 or I would be T-62A, it is literally the same situation, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. I do not really think it would affect us anyhow. Although the highlight, speaking about this gun, fellas, it is pretty damn accurate. And I am not saying that too often, but oh boys, I dropped vertical stabilizer on this tank because I know from the memory this tank can snapshot relatively easily, right? You do not need to aim that much, so I decided to get rid of the vertical stabilizer and just go for improved aiming unit. And what that improved aiming unit is going to do, that improved aiming unit is going to make us even more accurate. Maybe a bit less capable of snap shooting, but if the tank can snapshot, fellas, stabilizer is not that necessary. At least that's what I think. Yeah, this game is pretty much play safe. Not exactly what you would expect from the Russian medium tank, but once again, I cannot lead the charge in the city. I just simply cannot do so. So I need to be very patient while sitting here kind of next to the red line, right? That's all I am trying to do. And whenever enemies will mess up, and believe me, they will, it is a matter of the time, then we are going to start spanking them left, right, and center. This is exactly what I am looking for, and that's what I need. Skill, are you going to win this game? Fellas, whenever a situation is 1 to 8, you can be a Batman, you can be a Superman, or you can be a powerful girl. Doesn't really matter. You are going to take one for the team nevertheless, okay? No one will save you. But it doesn't change the fact we can still get a couple of shots there and there. We can get at least a bit of use for ourselves, and that's how at least we are saving our performance in this kind of situation. Once again, I wish to say we would be able to mess them all up. I wish to say, fellas, but it is just impossible. This is one of those situations when you can do whatever you want, you just cannot do absolutely anything, you know? This is one of those situations. Now, obviously, we are going to use this for our advantage in a way. And I am very, very, very well aware of enemies coming closer and simply banging us, and probably I will survive 2 seconds after I will get spotted, but in the same time, nothing what I can change about this. Okay, let's go for a shot. Good, I see the budget in the side, but to be completely honest with you, I'm not even going to bother to look at him. The main reason being is because I won't be able to do absolutely anything. So, let's take a second to appreciate the score. We managed to score 3000, and when the score is 1 to 15. This is as much as you are going to do, fellas. I truly mean it. I have no doubts we are top, speaking about this game, I have no doubts we are top on the damage and top by experience. Well, at least this is my prediction. Let's see. So, we have 3,500 damage. We are, by experience, 5th place. By the damage, we are 1st place. Now, once again, I wish to say I could have been so much more aggressive against the enemies. I couldn't. I simply couldn't. So I am feeling pretty happy about this performance. And once again, it doesn't matter am I playing with 140 or am I playing with 279E. Well, 279E would be a bit different story, but you get the point what I'm trying to say. Anyways, we kind of broke even. That's okay. We haven't lost any credits. That's great. Let's go for round number 2. Okay, we are back. Tier 10 matchmaking save heaven. Very, very, very hard map to make pressure and to go in front, but I have an idea how we can do that. I'm not going to be too aggressive. I am going to take the quite typical position in my opinion. It is Echo 6, and from here we can have a very nice angle for everyone who is trying to make a bit of pressure to our side of the hill over there. I think this position is very, very underrated. Especially you can go there with a light tanks or with a sneakier medium tanks and so on, so on. This position can work great. And plus on top of that, you are feeling relatively safe in this corner unless someone is speaking here. But other than that, you are feeling pretty safe for the most time. So, what we are going to do here, we are simply going to wait until enemies will try to make a bit of pressure, because they will. It is matter of the time, and usually, fellas, someone is trying to get involved. Now, one more thing which I forgot to say, speaking about this vehicle, is what it is capable of doing, speaking about the standard ammunition. Standard ammunition is amazing. 264 millimeters of penetration, 1.5 kilometer shell velocity, 1500 meters pretty much. It is awesome, fellas. It truly is. Now, looking further, 330 penetration of the gold ammunition, which is absolutely amazing as well. There is nothing to complain about. It is very, very good. It is very good, fellas. In other words, you can shred the enemy heavy tanks like there is no tomorrow. You can show them who is the boss, and you can send them back to the garage like there is no tomorrow. For example, if there is some tanks which would be, well, not very happy seeing the Type 4 heavy or mouse, with T-62A, you do not give a flying F. You are feeling completely fine, and you are feeling like you are able to beat all of them, right? That's how it feels like. Okay, so it doesn't look very good speaking about the start. I am very, very well aware of that, and I believe you are aware of that as well. But it doesn't mean we are going to give up. At this point, all we need to do, we need to open our eyes. Oi, oi. At this point, all we need to do, we need to open our eyes, and we need to spank enemies whenever they are trying to get involved. And oh boys, believe me, there is plenty of the enemies who are trying to be involved. Look at this. All we need to do, we need to open our eyes. Now, Obviously, the saddest part of all this, undoubtedly, is we have no team. At least it looks like it. It looks like we are in humongous crossfire, which is once again not the finest thing for us, but I want to believe this is as much as I will be able to do in this game. We need to simply focus and shoot them every single time whenever we will have a chance to do so. Let's eliminate Super Conqueror, and no! I thought we will be able to spank him. So once again, this is World of Tanks. I'm not making this stuff up, fellas. I'm showing the reality of World of Tanks. This is how the game is looking like nowadays. What do you want me to say? So yeah, another not really equal game. Let's teleport to the ending and let's go for round number 3. Okay, we are back from the game. I have okay, I will guess I am top by the damage once again in this game. This is my prediction. The ending was 3 to 15. Let's see. We have 3.2 thousand, which is once again not bad whatsoever. I am feeling completely fine with this. So, moving here, no, I am wrong. I am second place. Sorry, I underestimated the Grilla. So, all in all, hashtag never lucky, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Second by the damage, third by experience, defeat. But once again, whenever you are having games like this, usually, fellas, I'm not even getting mad about this. And I really want to talk about that and to say that out loud. This is the thing which none of us can change. If the game is just, you know, quick like this, if your team is so much weaker than enemy team is, we can cry, we can complain, we can do whatever we want, but we cannot change this. So sometimes it is so much better not to F our brain with that and just simply do whatever we can in order to play the game if we are enjoying ourselves, right? I've seen a lot of things like this, especially as many of you know I am streaming. So if you want to tune in, feel free to do so. Twitch/Skill4ltu. Anyways, what I want to say I hear those kind of complaints every single day of people saying the game is imbalanced and so on, and it is. And you know what I can say? There is nothing what we can do about this. We cannot change this. So either we are trying to look for positives, or either we are going to cry for 3 days, 3 nights. This is how it looks like, honestly. Okay, so let's see what we can do now. Let's see what we can do now. Okay, we have a couple of the gentlemen who are trying to make pressure in the city together with us. Let's see, maybe we can spank enemies like there is no tomorrow. Hello, Skill, I am lucky, I am more useful than you. Hello, Skill, I am luck, I am more useful than you. Thanks, mate. Carry my butthole. Easy, fellas. You know, I'm happy, fellas, I can get carried by our gentlemen. I am very happy about this. Fellas, if you are carrying my ass, believe me, I am grateful. Okay, we need to... I was considering, do I want to be aggressive here or not? That's what I was considering. IS-7. Okay. Let's try to craft a good angle like this. Not exactly what I'm looking for, but that's what we have. Beautiful. 140 is dead. Excellent. And at this point, I want to get involved. Ooh, E100. Ooh, E100. How are you doing? We tracked E100. I think we have enough of time to spank him again. At least that's what I want to believe. I am wrong. Not exactly what I was looking for. How we can be aggressive? This is the question, fellas. How we can be aggressive? Kran is making a bit of pressure like this. I see him. I cannot do absolutely anything for this object. I think he's a dead meat at this point. Or is he? IS-7. Okay, let's go for IS-7. IS-7 is dead. Excellent. How about this E100? Okay, beautiful. This is exactly what I want to see. We are going to farm mostly tracking damage at this point. I see the other E100 in the right side. I think I can be aggressive enough for him. Trying to aim for a track, unfortunately I failed. It doesn't really change absolutely anything. And our team is banging them like we would be the pack of wolves. All I can hear is "Ow!" That's all I can hear, fellas. Absolutely insanity. Anyways, this gentleman is definitely effed. He is not going to enjoy himself. He's going to get farmed by our forces for sure. And that's great. We are getting another assisting damage, another tracking damage. That's good. All in all, this is already a great game, fellas. And I'm not being sarcastic. I truly mean it. This is okay game. We have 4.2 thousand, which is great. But still, you have only 1.6 thousand damage. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. We are scavenging like scavengers, fellas, and we are trying to get as much use as we physically and possibly can. Now, what I would like to see, I would like to see enemy Arta. There is a small chance enemy Arta is using keyboard. Obviously, chance is quite small, but it could definitely happen. Oi, oi. Not exactly what I was looking for. And at this point, we need to run away. At this point, we need to run away. Can we run like this? This is the question. In time, can we escape? No, we cannot. Bad decision by me. I thought I'm going to mess up enemy Arta, but unfortunately, that wasn't the case. Okay, 3 games, fellas. This video below, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, this video below 20 minutes. I'm not even joking, fellas. 3 games, 3 blitz games of World of Tanks. Featuring T-62A. Nuts. Absolutely nuts. Okay, fellas, let's teleport to the ending and let's see what we crafted. And we are back, fellas. So, 2,000 damage, 2.6 thousand assisting damage. Mostly of it is obviously tracking damage over there, tracking damage over there. So, it is alright as a game. Ooh, look at our object. He farmed like a champion. Kudos to you, my man. Beautiful. Daddy made sure enemies will call him exactly this way. Anyways, all in all, definitely not my finest performance. We played 3 games. We finished it with pretty much 3,000 damage or 2.9 thousand damage, 800 assisting damage. But you know what? This is the truth of the World of Tanks. This is World of Tanks Blitz with T-62A, fellas. It's just how it goes. I do not have anything to hide. It's just how World of Tanks is looking like nowadays. Obviously, not the greatest performance by any shape and by any form. Usually on average with this vehicle I'm playing for 3.2 thousand damage, 1.3 thousand assisting damage, but you know, it happens. Whenever you have session like this, you have session like this. And you know what? I'm not afraid to show that to you. Is T-62A still playable and it is okay? Yes, it is. It is completely fine as a tank, but there is bigger and better dogs on the field. That's the main reason why T-62A is, let's say, not the finest tank overall. You know, you cannot say it is the best tank in the World of Tanks because it simply isn't. So, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you, fellas, and see you very, very soon. See you tomorrow. Skill is out for today. Peace.